Good evening, families. I'm Matt Alloway, and true story, the last time I spoke to a group of parents on this stage was the Upper Darby High School Junior Ring Assembly, was the very night that I was asked if I would step in as principal of the Drexel Hill Middle School. So it's funny to be back speaking to a group of parents again. I can see a lot of proud families, proud faces. I, too, am the father of a violin player in a middle school orchestra, and I'm looking forward to 2 weeks from tonight going to his performance, but not nearly as much based off of the songs that I was able to see on the program as I'm looking forward to tonight's program. So thank you, Mr. Mayerzak, for letting me to warm up the crowd a little bit. Thanks, everybody, for being here, and hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jason Mayerzak. I'm the band and orchestra director here at Drexel Hill Middle School. We'd like to welcome you to our spring concert. We're very excited to put on a wonderful program for you. The students have been working extremely hard. Our first group up this evening is our orchestra. They'll be playing 4 selections. The first is Treasure Island. The second is Burst, followed by our 7th and 8th grade, members of our 7th and 8th grade orchestra playing a very advanced piece called Tangle Tango. And then finally, our full orchestra will end with New World Symphony. Ladies and gentlemen, the Drexel Hill Middle School Orchestra. Okay. Our next ensemble is our concert band. And the concert band is made up primarily of 6th graders, a few 7th and 8th graders in there as well, some on secondary instruments. But this is our younger playing ensemble, and we're very excited about their growth this year, and we're looking forward to seeing them continue their musical journey. I'm just buying time and making sure everyone's on stage. They will be playing 3 selections. The first is Coronation Fanfare. The second is Havana, which I'm sure you will all be humming on the way home. And finally, we will be playing a piece entitled Lightning. All of the pieces that we are playing are what we call gateway pieces that lead us up into the symphonic band literature that we play, more advanced literature. So we're very excited at the way they're handling this. And as soon as we get our last couple trumpets set, we will be ready to go. So this year we decided to do a 6th grade jazz band. A couple 7th graders sprinkled in as well. So they're going to be playing 2 pieces this evening. The first is called Bad Attitude, and it's going to feature Lucas Duarte on trumpet, Stephen Gard on flute, Chris Collodi on tenor sax, and Jake Frederick on alto sax. And then the second piece is Cubano Chant, which will feature Nick Manioni on trumpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Drexel Hill Jazz Lab Band. Okay, our next group is our symphonic band. This group is made up of students in primarily 7th and 8th grade, but I'd like our 6th graders to raise their hand very quickly. 6th grade symphonic band members. Let's give them a round of applause. Each year I choose some 6th graders in the middle of the year to participate in the symphonic band as well. And, it's kind of, some years we have students that come in and they're just there and they're working really hard and maybe they don't quite get it yet, but it sets them up really well for 7th grade. Well, this year is completely the opposite. They are really killing it. They are 100% contributing to the music, and it's hard music we're doing. So our first piece is going to be a piece that some students played in county band this year. I'll talk a little bit about that later on. But this is Black Forest Overture. Black Forest Overture. Okay. All right, next piece, I wanted to take a second to explain a little bit. It's a piece called The Haunted Carousel. We really challenged the students with this one. It's a very interesting piece. How many people have ever heard of a theremin, the instrument a theremin? If you'd ever heard of a theremin, if you ever listened to the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations, you'll hear a lot of theremin playing on that. So this piece requires a theremin, but we actually use it on an iPad. So Frances over there, if you can hold up the iPad real quick. She's actually playing an iPad. When she came to me and said, "What instrument am I playing on this piece?" I said, "You're playing the iPad." She looked at me like I had 8 heads. Not really sure. So Frances, if you could just play a couple notes on there for us of the melody. There you go. So you're going to hear that kind of throughout the piece. It's a very creepy piece, and if you listen very carefully end, you will hear exactly why the carousel is haunted. So there will be a quiz at the end of the piece. Please make sure you're listening. Ladies and gentlemen, the haunted carousel. Now for something completely different. So in the beginning of the year, one of my students said, Mr. Mayerzak, can we play Africa? I was like, I don't know. We'll see. And I found an arrangement of it, and it was again, more of a high school-oriented arrangement. And I said, well, we'll give it a try. And they just totally nailed it. And I could tell they love playing it. It's a lot of fun. So as soon as the percussion stops dropping cymbals and sets up, we will play Africa, which will feature our woodwind section. Actually, no, I lied. I'm so sorry. I went out of the program. Look at that. Sorry. Percussion. Go ahead and set a percussion ensemble. So each year we try to do a different ensemble. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. So this year, again, we had some students that were interested in mallet playing for percussion. So I found a really cool version, steel drum version, actually, of Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. So we will be playing... Jimmy Buffett fans out there? Parrot heads? All parrot heads in the house? So our 7th, 8th grade percussion ensemble featuring Santa Schneider on the marimba as well with us. Here we go. Definitely makes me want to be on the beach. Absolutely. Makes me want to be on the beach. Okay, now, I'm not going to tell the story yet. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa. Our first selection will be Sack of Woe, featuring Cooper Watson on alto sax, Andrew Wise, and Michael Tully on trumpet. Sack of Woe. Our next song features our 7th grade vocalist, Nina Jankovic, on vocals. This is Cry Me a River, Cry Me a River.
Now you say you're lonely, you cry the long night through. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. out of my head. And while you never shed a tear, babe, I remember all that you said. You told me love was so fluffy, and you told me you were through with me. And now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Cry me a river.
Before we move into our next piece, I just want to recognize a couple students. First of all, throughout the year, we have students who participate in a lot of outside festivals. PMEA, which is the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, which is our state-run association, hosts lots of events. We host a county band that involves numerous Delaware County groups. So I would like just, even if you're in the audience, any students, and if you're on stage, you can raise your hand or stand up, any students that participated in county band, PMEA 5-6 String Fest, PMEA 7-8 String Fest, what else did I miss? PMEA 5-6 Band Fest. Please raise your hand and stand up if you're in the audience. Stand up. Let's give a big round of applause to all those students. Lots and lots of extra time that goes into them. We also, the next piece we're going to play is called Trofeo de Bolos, which we learned by a clinician is bowling trophies. No idea what that means, but whatever. And this is going to feature Cooper Watson on alto sax and Lucas Collins on drum set. And just a side note, this year, our jazz band received all superior ratings at every festival we went to. I believe we won, did we get sax? We won Best Trombones at 1, Best Trumpets at 1, Best Rhythm Section at 2, I believe. Let's see, our soloists, Nina, who just sang for you, won a few solo awards. Mr. Cooper here is going to play an alto solo, won some solo awards. And Lucas Collins, 8th grader on drum set, every jazz festival they give out 2 overall soloist awards at the competition for the best soloist of the whole competition. And he won that award at every single competition this year. So here we go, Trofeo de Bolos. Okay, before we play our last piece, just a few people I would like to thank. First of all, as always, I would like to thank the wonderful, incredible music team at Drexel Hill Middle School. That's Miss Georgia LaRue, Miss Anna Schneider, and Mr. Brendan Kirshner. Please give a big round of applause. This whole thing is very much a team effort, and I've never worked with such a wonderful team before, so thank you to them. I'd like to thank Matt Alloway and all of the Drexel Hill administrators who are all here tonight. Thank you so much for supporting the music department. I've been around a long time. This is my 22nd year teaching in Upper Darby School District, and I can tell you that it's not always in other schools that, every administrator shows up to the concerts. So thank you so much. You have no idea what your support means. I'd like to thank Mr. Tim Bruno and the Performing Arts Center for letting us use this wonderful space and providing such a great experience for the kids. Tim, thank you. The Upper Darby administration, again, for supporting the arts and everything we do. I'd also like to thank all the teachers that allow me to take these students out of class once or twice a week for putting up with us. Thank you so much to those teachers. Students, let's give the people that get you to rehearsal every morning a big round of applause. Your parents. Come on, give them more. Thank you, parents. Finally, I just wanted to quickly mention what every student in this room has learned this year. And you're going to hear me say a lot of words, and notice none of them have to do with music. They've learned discipline. They've learned hard work ethic. They've learned to be a family. They've learned how to work in small and large groups, how to succeed, how to fail and try again, how to be accountable, how to be teachable, how to be humble, how to be on time, numerous things that have nothing to do with the black and white notes that are on the page. Plus, they learned how to play like this. So, thank you so much. Please, I beg of you, keep your students involved in the arts. Advocate for the arts. The arts are such an important part of our community. They're an important part of our schools. They really are important, and these students in this auditorium right now are a perfect example. So, thank you. Thank you. We invite you to get up and dance if you want. Here's our last piece, Superstition. Here you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You can play out. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all of our performers this evening. Thank you so much. Students, please make sure you get all of your belongings. Everything can stay on the stage. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Have a safe drive home. Thank you again. Good night.